Hello, I'm Juan and this is Egg. Yes, this is what I call it the series now. Undertale is a game where you play as this kid who may or may not have some secret alternate personality, I think? I honestly don't know who he is. You can either be super nice to everyone or commit multiple war crimes across the land. But there's also a cool snowman who will give you a chunk of his flesh. After falling from a height of like a 12-story building, you meet a flower named Flower, and he instantly tries to kill you. But then a goat lady named Towel saves you. Towel leads you through the purple pathways and perilous puzzles particularly prepared for possible people progressing past this place. Yeah, it's a mouthful. Finally, you get to her house and she chloroforms you. Later, you wake up, eat a pie, and leave through the basement. Towel tries to stop you and blows up the doorway outside, which is a drastic measure. With the power of little dude's exposed heart organ, you escaped. Walking through the cold dead tundras of Canada, a mysterious skeleton called Salt finds you and trolls you the entire game. Then you meet his brother Paprika, which loves spaghetti. Like, really loves spaghetti. Like, you can't even taste it yet. Okay, moving on. Paprika uses traps to kill you, but somehow fails horribly, while Salt just watches this all happen. You find a town, but immediately get taken to jail, which the jail's bars are like super big, so you squeeze what? So you squeeze right through them. You meet with Paprika again, and after some time, let's say playful fighting, you continue a super boring and super tedious water area. I hated this area. But an insane night guy tries to pull a drive-by shooting on you. Luckily, little dude fell down another 12-story building height into some garbage dump. A bit more walking later. Oh my god, he's back! Oh my god, it's a fish girl! Her name is Undertale, and she chases you inside an active volcano. Oh hey, Salt. Undertale suddenly collapses on the ground, and you go get a cup of water that was sitting right next to him, and drink it right in front of her. Oh, how the tables have turned. You continue onward and find a lab owned by what I think is Lisa Simpson. Lisa has apparently been stalking you, so you file a restraining order, but no time for that because a robot crashed through the wall! I can't remember the robot's name, so I'll just call him Steve Harvey since he starts a game show right after. My memory on what happens next is a bit foggy. I have a vague idea of Steve Harvey having a cooking show and a whole play. And this thing. Next, you go to some spider bakesale and then get hustled for all your cash by the spiders. More boring stuff happens later, and then you meet with Steve Harvey again. But his true form is Fabio Fabulous, world-renowned dancer. Fabio gets all crybaby because he doesn't have any YouTube views. So little dude once again uses his bleeding heart to get more subs for Fabio. He explodes, and you go on to meet the king. Before that, you walk through a noir film set, it looks like, until you see Salt standing in front of you. He takes you down memory lane on all your good and bad deeds. He saw you knock over that bowl of candy. Saw you racing that snail until it caught on fire. Saw you reject that anime playing girl's love confession. Salt knew what he had to do. Yeah, so he asked me who Candace was. Anyways, you meet with the king, but it's none other than Butt Armor. Get it? He takes you to a room that looks like an old Windows screensaver, but then instantly tries stabbing you. One long and painful battle later. Oh my god, it's the flower! Yeah, so apparently the flower from the beginning was the true baddie. I don't really care that he's some goat kid trapped in the flower body or whatever it is. Just use some weed killer. And bam! The monsters were able to escape the underground. Woo! Next time we see little dude, he's all emo and there's a nerd bird that I hate with a passion. But that will be explained next time. Thanks for watching. Goodbye. Next you go to some spider? Next you go to some spider bakesale. Next you go to some spider bakesale and then